Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. Today I want to shoot a quick video on the Really Right Stuff HC Pro. What I'm going to do is just show you how easy it is to attach it to your Harris bipod. These still give you the ability to pan and tilt, and the big added benefit is it allows you to use the Arca rail. The Masterpiece Arms chassis has it cut into it. A few other models are doing that too, but most stocks it's an add-on feature. And it's not a necessity, but it just makes things a lot easier. It gives you a little bit more capability with your rifle. So the reason why I went with the Really Right Stuff, the HC Pro model, was because it still gives you the ability to use 2 attachment points. So the new thing is the 1.5" dovetail, or the Arca rail. But what this does is it has 2 sets of jaws. It's got the main jaws on the outside, and it's got a smaller set of jaws on the inside. I'll post a picture up here so you can see it a little bit better. Then it's got, the way they engineered it's pretty smart. It's got 3 bars across the middle. Those bars will fit into your pick rail. Installation for this is pretty simple. Probably not wise to do it on a rock, maybe a table, because you do have a small little pin that likes to fall out. I've done this a few times. So first thing, get your sling stud out of the way, and then just unscrew your handle in the rear, whether you got a large one like this or just the standard nut that comes with it. But keep an eye on that pin because it will fall out. So you're just going to unscrew that, and then take this screw that the long handle is attached to and just push it through. Watch out for that pin. And there's a small pin. Make sure you don't lose that. And then the screw, the long screw, has a hole through it for that pin. And then there's a little gold plate. And that gold plate creates the friction for your swivel, so don't lose that. Once you got that off, all you're going to do is just take and slide the whole frame off, and that's it. You can get that out of the way. And now I'm not sure which way you want your handle to face. I'm just going to go here for now, and then you put your friction washer back on, and there's a small little slot or slit cut out in there. That's where that main screw is going to fit. And it just fell off. Put your pin back through your screw, and then we're just going to drop it through and line it all up. Pretty simple. Make sure it's flush and even on both sides, and then just screw your handle back on. So now you still have your pan and tilt with your friction in the rear. You can tighten it down, it won't move at all. That's about right. So on the Masterpiece Arms chassis, you have a bunch of different holes in the bottom. They also have that 1.5" dovetail cut in the bottom, and it has a spigot mount that kind of pushes the bipod out front and allows you to utilize the main fore end here. They have a bunch of holes for different accessories. You can move barricade stops around and stuff like that. Having the ability to take your bipod off up here and move it down here is a nice feature. You've got all this real estate up here to be able to move this bipod, and I'll show you a couple examples of how that would benefit you. You're at your first match, first stage. The range officer tells you got to shoot out the top of this rock. There's a couple ways to go about it. You can either put a bag out front and get your rifle up on the bag itself, or most people would kick the bipod down, get the gun up on the rock, and back here is where you have to figure out what you're going to do. This is your wobbling area. So if you got a big bag or a pillow, you can stick it up underneath your arm to fill that void. But being able to move your bipod up and down on this rail gives you a lot of added benefits. So you can just loosen it up, slide your bipod all the way down, tension it off, and now you can get your gun way up front. I mean, you could basically use this handle as a bag, or you can stick a bag up underneath the rear, and now you're almost shooting prone. So having this upgrading this Harris isn't a necessity. You don't really need it, but if you're shooting competitive sports or precision rifle or something like that, I think it's got a lot of added benefit. The attachments and the accessories for the Arca rail are endless, and I think it's just a new way of doing things. So I wanted to share that with you guys. If you live down in South Carolina, North Carolina, be careful. It's not the wind that kills, it's the flooding. So I hope everybody's safe, and I'll catch you on the next video.